correctly aligned. Right? So this is really this you versus you principle, right? And it's all about beliefs, right? This isn't necessarily about science so much. It's what you believe. And sometimes your convictions can make all of the difference. You don't want to end up being delusional. Like we said, we have to have this alignment. But it's about focusing on you. But we can also get this messed up if we thought that all humans, for example, had if we wanted to, consider where we are relative to our own speed, for example, or how fast we are, how we can sprint, right? If we thought that every single person on Earth ran a 4.5 second 40-yard dash, and we can only run a 4.9 40, we're going to think that we're really slow. But in reality, the average human probably runs a 6.5 40-yard dash. Right, coming back to 71% of people in the world are overweight, right, or in the United States are overweight right now, right? So again, this it comes back to this idea of painting this successful picture for yourself early on, so you know exactly what it is that you're trying to get to. And ultimately, what most people want is happiness, right? This is this idea of the peace of mind and the self-satisfaction, right? If we're doing all of these things and we're miserable, I mean, what are you really achieving, right? It's not going to be sustainable. So you have to find the enjoyable side of this, right? And simply though, happiness could be just having the confidence to set goals, right? A lot of people don't have that self-efficacy and that confidence to even try to set goals. And that's one of the reasons why they need to work with therapists and trainers to get the momentum going. And ultimately, like we said, this idea of self-efficacy is really kind of teaching a man to fish. Not that you need to abandon your mentors or your coaches, but eventually you want to take the training wheels off and be able to ride your bike by yourself, right? And happiness is really a byproduct of good health, right? And healthy decision-making, like we're talking about here, healthy choices, right? And having good health. From what I've seen over the years, I think people can have some level of happiness, but when you start to lose your health, it really makes it a challenge to be happy, especially on any type of consistent basis. If you've ever seen anybody that's really sick, or somebody was talking about this the other day, people as they get older, they start losing a lot of their faculties and their function and their resiliency. And they start getting into that kind of that crabby type of crotchety person. And I don't think that people were like that their entire lives. And so, as your health, you start to lose your health, it definitely has effect on your happiness. So, the take home is, don't wait until you're unhealthy to make these changes in your life, right? Try to be proactive. And we've talked about this whole time, this whole you versus you principle is really about being proactive. Everything that we can think about whether it has to do with success or achievement or lifestyle or anything that we're doing, being proactive is going to get you everywhere faster and more effectively if you take that approach. You guys got anything that you want to talk about?